In this article, the columnist tries to explain the various trends in employment growth rate, and they also tries to address the problem why employment is not generated enough to meet the demand, and they also try to give solutions what needs to be done in order to cater to these demands of employment generation. So what does they say? For they are saying that RBI claims claims means claims means capital, labor, energy, material services has said that we have a 6% of the growth rate, 6% of the job growth rate. And similarly, Center for Monitoring and Indian Economy said the unemployment rate reached the 9% high. So, and according to City Group research, we require 1.2 crore jobs in order to meet the demand. For example, if we have the job growth rate of 7%, we are going to generate 90 lakhs jobs. Still, there is a 30 lakhs job gap. So, in this article also, these columnists are saying that what they are saying that there is a differences in the estimation of the job growth rate. There is differences in the estimation of the job growth rate and the difference in the estimation of the growth rate. the, and these things needs to be addressed. So for that, National Statistics Commission has to do something. They need to improve the data quality and data transparency. So if you have the good data, then we can able to see, for example, for making any policy or anything, we need to have a proper data. Based upon the data only we can make any policies. So in order to make a proper policy, in order to reach to the required people, we need to have a good data. So for that, so in order to address the problem of less employment or the or in order to meet the demand of the employment generation, we need to have a proper data. For that, National Statistics Commission need to take sufficient measures so that data quality is good and no discrepancies are maintained. So they also adds that, see, the discrepancies in calculation of these growth rates is mainly because of the different definitions of the employment. So further, what they are saying, so they are saying, so why there is gap in meeting the demand of the employment. So they are giving the two examples. That is because of the imperfect labor market. See, imperfect labor market. Due to this, there is difference in the demand and supply. Sometimes there is more supply for the less demand, and there is more demand, there is no supply of the jobs. So second one is the skill gap. So what is the skill gap? See, the one who is seeking a job doesn't have the skill. So this skill gap can be divided into two types. One is he is having the skill but no proper training, so he becomes unemployable. And other cases, he doesn't have any skill. And apart from this, he is also highlighting the institutional factors for the lack of job creation. So, and he also telling, see how the job seeking is in the India. For example, southern states where people are more educated and there is a proper skill, so they are looking for the IT jobs. Where the people or where the youth from the Bhimrao states are coming down for doing the manual work. So growth rate initially, see, and there is also the fall in the employment and elasticity mismatch. So and employment, and there is a decline in the employment elasticity, the decline in the employment elasticity also. And there is a mismatch between the growth output and the labor absorption. So all these factors are contributing to the less growth in the job, less growth of jobs, or less growth in the employment. So, and he is also telling the current trends of AI. So if AI comes to picture, there will be a loss for the middle management jobs. So if AI comes and if AI comes, it becomes more sophisticated. They are also raising the questions about the demand for the human brain may also be decline. They are saying that demand for human brain may also fall. See, initially when you have the industrial revolution, when the mechanics or mechanical things came into picture, see the hearts which used to do the mechanical work has been kept out. So similarly, if proper skill gap or if proper skilling is not happened, there is a chance that this AI may push the human brains out of market. So what needs to be done? So further they are saying that, and there is further they are saying that, see, in order to observe the labor, we need to have a lab, we need to focus industrialization, we need to focus on the industrialization of the labor intensive industries. And then they are also suggesting what solutions are they giving. Again, they are also saying that we need to make globally competitive in the technology intensive sectors also, and we need to reform the education and the skilling reforms. We need to have a education and the skilling reforms. So and they are also addressing the common issue in the Indian education system. What they are saying, see, enrollment ratio is going up, but the quality is falling down. So we need to look into these also, they are saying. Finally, finally they are saying all the technologies also becoming labor intense. No, they are also becoming less labor intensive, they are also becoming more technical or mechanical oriented. So we need to have a comprehensive policy in order to meet the demand of the current employment requirements.